at Continental time. Continental week 700. Still trying to get a quarter off.
Luckily, it's just a summer challenge, not the summer.
That's right.
We just formulated our plan here.
Yeah, so we're going to get a little more aggressive about getting this quarter off, just because normally you would be a little more careful, but very rarely do we run into a situation where you're trying to save the quarter and the car. Usually if you're trying to save the quarter, you butcher the car and vice versa. But in this case, we're actually taking this quarter off and trying to put the same one back on, which makes life more difficult, especially when the quarter is in pretty poor shape. So we're going to make a few compromises to save time. We're just going to cut some stuff that you might normally drill out. But in the case of this car, I mean, there's some really complex seams here.
Yeah, they're also complexly rusted.
And so I mean, rather than waste our day trying to
drill spot welds and two rusty things to throw both rusty things.
And we're going to throw them both away anyhow. So we're going to make a few executive decisions along here. Zip, zip. And then we're going to drill this out carefully, because this piece, we need to maintain enough datum to get it together. So there's going to be that, and I'm going to be hacking away at the back.
The grinder man.
Yeah, I'll be on grinder detail. That way, if I make a mess of it, I can swear at me.
Yeah, right? And then I can swear at you.
We can all swear at me.
The drill guy is nice and easy because there's so many holes drilled into this quarter. I can sneak a few others in.
Yeah, if you put a couple extra, we won't even notice. Yeah.
Bang, bang. Even when the drill gets away from you and you just start punching holes up the side.
Jim's got Volkswagen news here.
Yeah. Oh, bus update here. As bad as things are going.
Since your bus is almost done.
Oh, it might be done before the Continental. This key piece of the puzzle showed up.
Oh, wow. Bus only.
Bus only, yeah. Reduction box transmission.
I never knew about that.
So it raises them up, probably 3 or 4 inches.
Right, okay.
And then reduces your ground speed so they can use the same Beetle engine.
Oh, but of course this changes the direction, so you got to change the direction here.
Yeah. So it's the same Beetle transmission case, but they just flip the ring gear so it spins backwards and then forwards after the gear.
Oh, okay. So it changes direction twice.
Yeah.
Oh, these are not easy to find, are they?
No, they're getting very.
You've been looking
and I
for
wanted
a while,
a specific one too, because they had the early ones were the split case ones, and they were really wimpy, and I think they were till about 60, and then 61 came out with this tunnel trans.
Oh, okay.
Because the earlier ones have bolts, and this case is split.
Right, okay.
And it's kind of weaker. It was for the 36 horse engines.
Yeah.
And so then at 64 they came up with, they call these the big nut transmissions.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, because this is a 46 millimeter nut as opposed to the 36.
Oh, okay. So that's how you can spot it right away.
Yeah, but it's got a better ratio in the boxes.
Yeah.
The early ones will do like 55 mile an hour, and then you're screaming. Yeah. So it's out of a 64 to 67 bus.
Okay.
But the best part is because this bus was parked in 1970 for somebody to make a dune buggy out of it.
Right.
There was a dune buggy that got parted out and destroyed, so this transmission could go into this bus.
Really?
Yeah. So
where did you find a dune buggy?
Circle of Life. He offered I had to buy the whole dune buggy or just the transmission.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't know. It's one of those things where it's easy to buy a steak, but to buy a cow and kill it and then deal with all the parts.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, a dune buggy would be cool. And I was like, no, I need the transmission. He can do the dirty work, and I'll just give me the transmission. That's all I need.
You didn't have to clean anything up.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you're long on projects as it is.
Yeah. The guy put the bolts back in the shocks, so the shocks can go back on.
Oh, you're gonna make a roller out of it here.
Oh yeah, with that, a roller and an engine, I could be.
Do you need an engine? Or can you hang this with no engine?
Oh, this goes in first, yeah. And then the guy was he's really nice. Like, he put these bolts back in here, so I got the bolts to mount the back, and the brake lines were just flopping down. Yeah, it's like it was yesterday. It was taken out, and they didn't cover those or anything, but I'll probably end up replacing them.
Probably.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that bolts to those spring plates, and that's the torsion housing. So there's just torsion bars that go across.
Oh, so you'll be rolling.
So that's your suspension. Yeah, so it'll be sitting. It'll have
it'll be a roller instead of a pusher.
Well, now it's like a wheelbarrow. The world's most difficult wheelbarrow to mold. Yeah. So that goes in, and then your engine just rolls in after that.
That's Well, then you're almost there.
Yeah. Well, I know.
Well, this was the hardest part. You said when you got this that you were more bummed about this than anything else.
Yeah. The rest of it's just parts. So.
The rest of it's gravy.
Yeah, right. So.
Okay, we have to pull the back wheel off the Conti. We're getting somewhere. We've decided to take this trunk rail with us. We're coming through here. This is all so rotten. There's no point in trying to cut all these welds. The whole thing will fall apart anyway. We're just going to take it there, taking it here, going halfway through this seam here.
Yeah.
Jim's on the front half here.
I think we've got this little portion left here.
Yeah, so we're loose
there. And then
there.
this whole front portion is
all the way down the jam there.
Yeah, so that's all loose all the way down.
Okay, mostly, yeah.
So then it'll need
So now Jim's going to come across. We got to melt more lead because I think you're up here somewhere.
Yeah, unless we cut it because it's rusty here anyways.
Right, your call.
Yeah, I think we just cut it.
Yeah, cut it there, fuck it.
Yeah, because this is already sunk in. So.
You can fix that on your own time, yeah. Okay, so we got welds there, along here, and I'm going all the way around the wheel well. I've never seen a car with a return after there. Usually you would only see that go in this far. But on these cars, they put a final return on it to keep the inside of the wheel lip looking nice. So adding another layer of... Adding another layer of bullshit. It did look nice when it was new, yeah. This is all pretty soft and poopy up here, so we're going to find that a lot of this is going to be rotten. But that's okay. So I've got to get along here, and it's just getting very difficult to work in here without the wheel on, so we're going to pull that. Yeah. And then I'm going to do here, and then it should come off.
Yeah.
Right? I'd like to get it off here in the next hour or so.
Yeah, right.
So let's do it.
Doesn't seem unsurmountable.
Nope. The last few, eh? The last few going down here.
Saved by the bell.
Huh?
Oh, this beer got tangled up in the door, but it didn't spill.
At this point, I'm really just trying to save some of it for patterns. Like,
yeah.
It's just so...
Yeah.
Look at the garbage.
Oh, I think we might be able to treat ourselves to a new drill battery here.
Yeah, I think so. Like we were just saying about 2 welds, and you'll swear that you never did nothing.
Yeah, 2 spot welds, and
it is not moved at all. Okay, so what's going on here? How close are we here? Still.
Oh.
We stuck there?
Is there spot weld there, maybe?
Yeah, right here. Okay.
It's like a long war battle. Except for this.
How are you doing here?
Oh, really good. I'm this free here, just this corner here. You can see what's in there and hack it out.
Yeah.
Holy.
It's warmer. Okay,
Wow.
here. There.
Oh, yeah. Oh boy.
Okay. 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 That's everybody here.
Everybody's getting out of the pool now.
Yeah, well, this is, I think I'm taking. Yeah, I'm
Well, this thing's kind of flimsy without being attached to the car.
Okay. Yeah. How are you doing there?
It's pretty
loose?
Pretty loose there. It's just whatever this top structure thing. And then, yeah. We're quite...
Yeah, we're not at the back yet, but we're close. So the back's the old stitch.
Well, yeah, the back still got some strength in there.
Well,
What's still,
I don't know. There we go. Now we're good.
well, it's this thing here is still half just connected in the corner here. You just got to knock.
Oh, there we go. Got it.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Okay, careful.
Wow.
All right, now we're back up to here.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Is there a little brace or anything?
Give her a wiggle. Oh, you know what it is? I think it's the rail.
Was it this hose?
Do you have a straight cutting chisel instead of this?
I just got that.
It just doesn't cut worth a shit.
Yeah, I could sharpen it.
Could you check the front of my car?
Yeah.
Passenger front seat. I thought I threw a cutting one in there.
Oh, okay.
Because this is just going to make a mess, unfortunately. Sweet. Thanks.
Too bad.
Whoop. Fucking hell. I got one weld and I think we'll get it.
Really?
Well, then we got to still figure out at the front there.
Yeah, yeah.
But we're close. Can we get me the cutter? The big cutter? I'm just going to have to see that's all been brazed.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way. We're just going to have to cut it.
From the accident.
Yeah. Okay, how about the little guy?
Yeah, cool guy coming up. Oh, yeah.
Ah, God, I hate doing that kind of shit. Well, we can fix it all. It's just...
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Okay, where's the front?
Real home stretch stuff. So it should be free up to here. So there'll be some sort of mystery things going on there.
Okay, you want to pass me the chisel? I'll make the final few.
Oh, nice. These are on the air chisel?
Yeah.
Holy, look at this. Now the ninth inning, all the precision goes out the, yeah. See, the front should be decent.
Yeah, I'm just going to run along here.
Just give her a few little blaps.
2 little pops and... There we go. Is that everything? There's a bit at the back.
Yeah.
You happy? I don't think so. I think you're done.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you just caught on your remnants there. Yeah, right there, a little more. Yeah, here, I'll do it. You just lift.
Okay, yeah.
There. Okay.
Yeah.
Now what?
I think it's still right back in this corner.
Okay. Right.
The good thing surgeons don't get like this at the end of surgery. Just get that old heart out.
There.
Yeah. Okay, I just gotta take this hose off here.
Oh my God, eh? I hope that's the end of that. We got hoses.
Yeah, the hose for the snorkel.
Oh, that's now the biggest
There we
problem.
go,
There
yeah.
we go. Okay. Snorkel hose off. Ready?
Yeah.
Easy.
Ah!
Lean it against the door there. We'll
Yeah.
get a picture.
Yeah, it's like a fisherman and his catch.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, it's pretty big actually when it's off, eh?
Yeah,
You
that's
won't be
cool.
able to fit it in your compact car.
No, it's not going in the Renault. You'll have to bring it over.
Okay, I can...
There, now you got a couple of minutes work there.
Yeah.
Fixing all that bullshit.
Oh, look at that. You got all happy with the air hammer and you destroyed this.
Yeah, a bit.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
No,
That's
there's not foot
okay.
pattern.
Oh, yeah,
That's
exactly.
That's all you're getting out of me is a
That's
pattern.
all you need. This is nice. There's no stamping or
Hey?
anything. Hey,
No,
you
it's
can
just flat,
yeah.
easy.
You just make the whole thing.
And you can make from here to here.
Yeah.
Quite easily.
Oh, look at this. We can get this big.
Oh, you can get the big power hammer or the big porta power mark out of it. Well, you can actually dolly all this now.
Yeah.
This has got kinks all over it.
Paint this.
That guy you can drill off nicely now.
Oh, there's a rust hole there anyways.
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. Holy man, we didn't see any of this, right?
No. Hey, and this is how this is built. So this just sits on this super ledge here.
Super ledge, of course.
Yeah, and the super ledge is doing good. So. Oh man.
Yeah, easy as pie. Yeah.
Some sort of thing. Look at this. They never used that hole. Wonder if that was for a convertible. Or the retractable.
Yeah, that they never made.
Yeah.
Nope.
Pass the experts.
It's not too late.
Alright. Wow, cool.
Yeah, easy now. Cool. Now you got some very... Oh, the beauty of all this shit is it's all just... Bzz, bzz. Like, none of this is hard. No. That's the only really nasty piece. This will all just be straight up.
I just drive it around like this.
There you go.
I could cover this hole here. That'd be cool.
Make a dune buggy, eh?
Dune buggy.
Screw your Volkswagen dune buggy. Have a Continental buggy.
Yeah. Buggy, all right.
There.
Trunk gap's probably pretty big now. Oh yeah.
Good. Well, that'll make it easy to repair all of this bullshit.
Yeah,
that
right.
was all
so
so
nice
locked
job
in there. Yeah. You can take. Matter of fact, you could make almost this.
Let's say you make just that whole piece because there's no rollings in it.
There's a bit of trickiness there.
Oh yeah.
Here, where we
Cool. Man, this piece is no prize pig either.
Just noticed that all the colors look so nice today. Frankers, hey? Frankers changing to her fall colors of dirt. Alright, well, we're waiting for a puller to get the pitman arm off. Kyle and I are going to repack all the front bearings. Matt was kind enough to donate a pair of very nice 26-27 T-hubs here that he had put together for a race car that I'm now stealing parts from. And we're going to pack some, we got some new felty things for the grease seals, and we got a bunch of reasonably sort of round bearings that are going to go in there, and so we're going to hammer that together just because we're kind of on hold with the pitman arm. Okay, hubs, car, here we go. Oh, fail. Oh no. Is that right? No.
It's gotta go on further than that.
No. Oh.
It does seem to be
it's going
a
on.
little bit,
Yeah, it's going on. Okay. Any other ideas?
Those bearings have like
They're mostly there. If I had a proper socket, I would just spin it on. But they have flats, but they don't have. There's no way of getting.
I know on my earlier hubs with the wire or the wood wheels, you can actually get an all 16ths on there and just.
You might almost get that in here, but I just don't think I could really turn it well enough. The good news is that it sounds and spins beautifully. So once we are done here, it's going to be just bang on. It's just banging it on first, I guess.
Yeah.
No, it's got a bottom right out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We've got another 1/8 of an inch. Boy, that sounds and feels nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I think. Oh, I give her a couple, but I think we're almost there.
Looks like your battery's about to die here.
That's probably
we don't need to film this fucking riveting.
Right, we got a treat today. It's 70s day. Our buddy Kyle is here visiting from Saskatoon, and he brought with him. Kyle, what is that? A 77?
Yeah.
77 Malibu Classic. check this out.
Last of the big Malibus.
That is a treat. Yeah, that's right, because they made the little boxy ones.
Yeah, I went with the shitty ones that their back windows don't even roll down.
That's right, I remember those, yeah. This thing is incredibly clean. These were everywhere, you know, these Colonnade cars, and you kind of didn't really appreciate them at the time, but now I kind of gotten into these. They made one for everybody, right? The Pontiac one and the...
Yeah.
They were all very nice, actually. Yeah. This is absolutely exceptional. And they had frameless door glass, is that right?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite things about. May I open it? This was actually a pretty unique feature of these cars that they didn't do. Frankers, don't get in it. It's not yours. They didn't do that. Oh, I guess Frankers is getting in.
Oh wow.
It's got to get the Frankers stamp of approval.
Oh yeah. I did a rear seat delete so I could fit all my junk back there. So
oh, okay.
It's not structurally sound for dogs climbing on
Out you go. There we go. Yours somehow doesn't have all the scratches. You've seen these.
Oh,
they're
it does
always
on the other side. You can
up.
see the nice
a little bit on that
on the driver's side.
And we're pretty sure this is all original paint.
Other than
the touch up on the corner.
There,
you can see they didn't do the door because it's an eighth of a shade off.
Yeah.
Very, very slightly. But what just the state of it. Fantastic. So 76 was the first year for the 4 lights like that?
Yeah, and I believe the...
oh, and 76 had a little different grill.
Yeah, and then the Classic had the 4 headlights, but I believe they had a lower end Malibu, and it just had the 2 lights like the older ones still.
Like
did,
round still?
Yeah.
Even in 77, yeah, okay.
I'm not a total expert on these cars, so I'm sure...
well, you're the expert in the room today.
Yeah. I'm the expert because I'm the only one here that has one.
That's right. And even the trim on the bottom of the doors is still good. And the doors aren't all rotten. Like, these things fell apart. How many miles on it, Kyle?
93,000, I think, on
93 now. Do you drive it year round?
Yep.
Really?
Winter, everything, yeah.
Wow.
It's the only car I got that runs, so... And rectangles were big in 77.
Yeah, no, there's a rectilinear theme, yeah.
I like the little bit of wood grain they did on the
sure. Oh, that's the classic.
There, and the rest of it's all.
She's
all
the classic.
blue.
Yeah. Still got the Delco. That's hardcore.
Yeah,
good for you.
Yeah.
Too. Nice little bit of fade. Just starting to fade on the top. Saskatoon Motor Products. Wow, the bumpers and everything. So clean. Did you get it from an old granny or what?
The previous owner passed away, and it was their son or somebody who had it.
Yeah.
And he was talking about making it into like a dirt track car or whatever. And,
oh, that would have been a shame.
Yeah, it was a little too nice for that. So, but I've been driving it every day for the past 4 years, and it hasn't let me down at all. So.
That is great. It is so straight, so clean. We didn't set out to photograph this today, but when Kyle pulled in with it, I was like, well, there's it's Chevy day, you know. That is cool. Too bad you weren't here a couple days ago. We had 70s night with Dean's Continental and Andy's Capri and the boogie van. Man, that is 70s magic right there.
Yeah.
The
somebody's gonna want to see a shitty old Quadradet and 350 with dust on it.
Oh yeah. Box right out of the box, eh?
Yeah.
Wow, you've even resisted the chrome valve cover sickness. Yeah.
And you can't
That's
do
great.
the
Looks 3 years
high
old.
School flip on the
Why not?
air cleaner lid because it'll hit the hood. So yeah, I was very disappointed in that.
No lid flip.
Yeah.
We'll have to take a grinder and get the get the ooh sound.
Yeah.
High school shop class, eh?
Yeah.
Everything exactly the way they should be. It's nice to see that, you know, I love seeing these without the chrome air cleaner and shit because you never see that anymore.
Well, that Thermac thing or whatever, it actually does work out in the winter, like the heat riser and everything. So
it all still works.
When it's minus 50, you really notice it working.
Yeah, for sure.
So I fell off and it was like minus 40 and it was running like absolute garbage
shit
and
be all lean and stalling. Yeah. Oh, that's terrific. These things. Well, the thing with this is if you don't get bored of it, you'll never need another car.
No,
You know, you'll be that guy. Maybe you already are.
I think I probably am, yeah.
these were so ubiquitous for so long, but man, they all went away, and they, you know, you kind of at the time didn't really care, but now, I mean, these are really good cars, and I really like the styling of them now. Now that you step back and you put it beside a modern car, there's actually a lot of nice detail to see on these, and I admit that I think the Pontiac and Oldsmobile version of this are a little more attractive. It's just because they're a little more sculptured, but I really like the Colonnade style, but I guess they probably went away from it just for engineering reasons, cost, right? Everything was cost. That was the trouble with these, is it was very hard to get them airtight.
Yeah, I was gonna take it to the dealership, see if they could fix my wind whistles for me.
But the warranty, turns out the warranty expired around the time you were born.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Yeah. Wow, I've never seen one this solid. Like, you know, all of this.
It's starting to let go a little down here, but...
Oh yeah, but they were worse than that when they were 5 years old.
Yeah.
Like, this is just crazy how good it is. Look at the tires.
Yeah.
Those are huge. Yeah. What are those, 275s? 275s.
Pretty substantial, yeah.
Man, they fit in there with room to spare.
Yeah.
You drive those in the winter?
I did for 2 years, and then I did 180 on the highway, and then I went out and bought narrow wheels and put winter tires on.
Oh, good. He was going to bring an earlier Chev, which we will see next time, yes?
Yeah, it's blue, but it's a little better than this, I think. But
I like this color. You don't see this color on these.
I think most of them are brown, and then they eventually got repainted red. And
yeah. My friend had one that was like a really light blue metallic, which was, I think, a lot more common. It's a lovely evening, and what better chance to take the 77 Malibu Classic for a chew, and we're gonna go get some pizza. Fraggers, you gonna behave yourself?
Probably not.
Probably not. Kyle's just gonna try not to look too worried as I drive his car.
I'm a nervous passenger.
Is it still single exhaust on this, or you got dual exhaust?
Just single, still stock.
Wow,
it's been
stock.
It's been welded on 2 or 3 times now, and
long time since you drove one of these. Don't tilt on this guy.
No. Can't have all the creature comforts.
No, you don't want to get spoiled.
The sun glare is pretty atrocious.
Pretty ferocious. Well,
we'll just get Franker's footage for now, I guess.
Right. I think people who have never driven these expect them to be just bolts, but they're quite competent. Like, when you consider it has a certain amount of mass that you're not going to get around, but they're very nice. They're very nice to drive. The steering's nice.
Yeah.
And another beauty of a low mileage example, right? Like, none of this stuff is worn out.
It was never intended to last this long. I was thinking it would last maybe one winter and I'd be lucky, but
really,
I mean, it's already paid for itself 3 times by now.
Sure. But I bet you'd sell it for more than you paid. I don't even know what you paid, but I bet you'd get more.
Yeah, who knows, I guess. Thing is, then I gotta find another car.
Oh,
and
you
it's
won't,
like,
right?
Yeah.
This thing will last the rest of your life.
Yeah.
These things are so good. You know, as they're not really that, you know, interesting in a lot of ways.
No,
like,
definitely
they're very
not.
mass produced.
Yeah.
But I mean, we talked earlier. They have, once they got the bugs out of something like this, I mean, they made essentially this same type of car for 30 years.
Yeah, well, 350, you know, and whatever.
350 and this Saginaw box and this turbo, what is it, a turbo 350?
Turbo 350, yeah.
I mean, and the Q-Jet and the light switch and every piece of this. Yeah. They made 40 million copies of.
Yeah.
And in the end, the only thing that sends them to the junkyard is rust.
Yeah.
And if it's not rusty, it'll go. Like,
that's the thing. I always talk to people, and everybody had one or knew somebody who had one, and they all met the same demise. They all rusted out.
Yeah. They're old and rare enough to be interesting now, but they're still very difficult to justify fixing a rusty one.
Yeah, you're not going to buy a bad one and fix it up. Even the 2-doors, they're just not worth it.
They're just not worth it, yeah. And they're not easy to fix either. Like,
no.
They don't make any panels for these, do they?
No, I don't think so.
Not much. But you can't buy quarters.
No, definitely
like if this
not.
is a 70, you could buy quarters.
Yeah. No, there's not a whole lot for the 3rd gen Malibus.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. It does remind me a lot of driving details as 83.
Yeah.
Essentially the same drivetrain and frame and everything.
Yeah. No, the GM cars pretty well from the mid to late 60s up to the mid 80s. They all pretty well drive all the same.
Yeah. The thing of all these is just the one finger cars, you know, like where you're not gonna be surprised by anything. It's just gonna go. It's quiet, but it also has floors, which are helpful.
That's convenient. Yeah. It's a luxury that we're not always accustomed to.
How do you describe this to somebody who's never driven one? You're just like, well, it drives like a GM car from the 70s. Like, and they're like, yeah, but I don't know what that is. It's like, well, you have to drive it.
Yeah.
And you hate to say if you've driven one, you've driven them all, but
it's pretty much the case.
Other than maybe in extreme situations, but and that's not to denigrate them. It's just this was how GM's cars drove for that decade. And then they squared these up and put the big body shell on them, and they drove that way for another 20 years.
Yeah.
This drives a lot like Dan's 91 Caprice police car I just drove.
Yeah.
You got the nice analog ticker in there still.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice. Got you can hear the little leaf flapping. It's nice. Yeah, they're a treat. Are you being a good girl today? That's good. Hey, Frankers, you're not allowed to guard the pizza. I know how that goes. What do you think? Chevy Malibu? Huh? Malibu? Huh?
It'd be better if it had a back seat.
Yeah. It'd be better if it was full of squirrels. Disagree, Frankers. The thing is, it's harder, you know, for me to review a car like this because, like, when you don't own any modern cars, this is just like driving a car.
That's well, I mean, this is the newest car I own, so
right, yeah. So you're like, oh, this is
like whatever.
This is just my daily car, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like I told people I was driving that 35 out here, and they're like, "Oh, why don't you just drive the Malibu?" And I'm like, "Well, that's not an old car. There's no sport in that."
Yeah, yeah. Where's the adventure?
Yeah.
So they made this body style from 73 to 77.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then 77, yeah.
77, yeah.
And then 78, they
downsized it into the really depressing G body.
Yeah. 20 years ago, you wouldn't catch me dead in one of these. But I would drive this absolutely today. Like, this is.
Well, look around you at all the rest of the garbage on the road.
Right?
It's all uninspiring and bland, and
like nobody even drives a car anymore.
No,
they all drive these weird truck-looking things. They look like shoes. 350.
Oh yeah, you can feel the power.
Is it a quadrant jet?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, she's a factory hot rod for sure.
Why are you trying to get my attention today? Do you like the Chev? What do you think? Hey? It's like, well, I don't like the back seat very much. Everything else I'll get.
I know it was very rude of me to take that seat out so I could fit like oil and tools and stuff.
Hey? Do you know that you're supposed to be in the back?
There's no seat back there.
No seat here either for puppies. So, are you gonna do anything with it?
Yes.
Keep driving her?
Just keep driving it.
Nice.
Driving it till it dies.
Yeah, nice. Oh, but then what are you gonna replace it with?
The 35, I guess I'll start driving that one every day.
35,
yeah.
When you say driving it till it dies, you mean you're giving it to your grandchildren.
Yeah. We'll be back at the squirrel in a moment.
Yeah, back to the squirrel in a moment. Oh my god, I can't believe it. We've been away from that squirrel for 5 minutes.
Oh, it's got AC. Yeah, it's cool. I know. As soon as I saw it, I was like, "This is great, man." double stacked headlights on the Malibu 4-door. Like, you just don't see these, right? So
Not anymore, right?
no, you don't see them. And then I was telling
Except
Kyle,
for here.
yeah, and I was telling Kyle about the one that's at the lot there that he said I could
yeah,
have.
you got one just like this.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
You guys should be Malibu bros.
We do
Yeah, we can start our own support.
We'll high five each other.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Right? Isn't the other one exactly the same, Dean?
Yeah, except it's got a chocolate brown top and a tan body, and it's way more poopy than this.
Classic. So on the Model T, all the steering reduction is done right at the steering hub. And so we have a planetary in there because Henry Ford was a fan of those. And that's really cool, but we have one problem. So we got a sun gear and 3 planet gears, and what our problem is that this axle for one of the planet gears is really just sloppy. These two are really perfect still. So we're going to get the steering shaft out, and I'm hoping that we can build we'll make an axle here that is oversized on the half that goes into the hub, and we'll leave it alone on the half that goes into the planet pinion there. That's the plan. Okay.
This went well, just
Steven has the puller kit. Sweet. Pitman arm pull. And that'll, if we can fix the steering, that wraps up the steering. All looks fine. Give her some tappies. There it goes. Sweet! Oh, hey, no substitute for the right tool. I need to get the little key out of here so I'd like to be able to slide the whole mess out on top of but I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming that's what happens, but I have no idea.
Okay. I see now.
There. That's all I wanted. See?
No, look,
Give Steven
it's
give
good.
Steven
I got
the
it.
camera. All right.
All right, we're good now. Yeah, I'm going through this nice clean window.
Yeah. Steven's having a give me that moment.
yeah, but you can see Scott's shadow in it.
Oh yeah, a little bit of a ghost there. Should I go around this? Yeah, that's okay. Oh, there we go.
Good enough.
This is actually kind of fun. Oh, nice. Wow. Long shaft.
Filling in for Kyle tonight.
Zoom out now, Dean.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Oh, it's almost touching the canvas.
Oh, do you know how to put a piece of paper on that?
Yeah, we have to do something.
Son of a, yeah, you're close to the canvas though.
I had no idea. I'm gonna have to drop it to put it back in. I won't be able to do it this way. Well, here we are with the whole column back out of the car. Turned out to be just the only way it was gonna go, really. With the roof on, you just can't do it. The thing is so long that it just won't go. So you can see that hole there is ovaled out really bad, and the pin's moving back and forth, and then it translates to just loose, sloppy steering. So that's why this is all out.
So we discovered that, we discovered the wear in this shaft. Look at this guy. If the naked eye can see this.
Yeah, right. I can think you can see it on the camera. That puppy.
Not this puppy.
Pretty wore out. That puppy's pretty fresh. This puppy's pretty wore out.
Yeah.
So we're gonna think of probably gonna turn this down, make oversized bushings for the end here.
And you said we have to get these bushings out. You said, hey, Scott.
Yeah, we'll have to do that. So I think it's everybody out at the pool there too.
Okay.
This has been welded on, so I have to cut it off.
So it's time
set
then.
that up in the middle and do everything. The rest of it seems okay. So we're gonna make a pin. We're gonna make a new pin that's oversized, and then it'll neck down to hold the original gear here, so it'll just be a shouldered pin.
Yeah.
That should allow us to get this all back to zero.
We saved the viewers the cursing and swearing tonight.
Oh yeah.
Just kidding.
Put it together to get to the races, not because I expected that to be the last thing it had to have. So it'll be fine. All right, we are back on the Model T steering column, and Gary's here, and we are going to try to sort out this steering planetary setup that's kind of wore out here. So let's have a look. Okay, first thing I'm doing, we got it set up in the rotary table here. We want to dial this square to the table. So that's kind of where I'm at. Oh yeah, that's right. Got to turn the music off. You never know when Bach's agent will sue us. There, so we can see that these other two pins are close enough to square to the table now. So I can take this hoo-ha off of here. Gary's making a pin there. He's going to put a pin that we're going to sit in there, and then from there we'll be able to measure clearly over to here. We've done a little bit of, it's not even grade 7, this is more like grade 4. Done some light arithmetic here. Oh, speaking of pirates, there's one.
Just in time to supervise.
Just in time.
Got bumped. 165, not
Oh yeah,
170.
510 thou on a Model T. I don't see how that could be any better. So, and what's the plan again? Bore this out to 7/16 and make a stepped pin out of stainless steel. So the pin will be 3/8 on the top, like these ones are normally, and 7/16 through here, because this is just, what's the technical term for that? Arsehold.
Yes, now I am happier.
Okay. OCD?
Yes.
OCD guy is satisfied.
OCD is satisfied.
You know what cameras like? Metal chips.
Yes.
I'm gonna zoom to you.
2 hour setup.
Yeah. 8-second drilling job. Yep.
Welcome to machining.
But that is exactly like it's going to work. You know what I like about this? We're going to put this together. It's going to work first time.
Yeah.
Because I don't need to check, because it's going to be fine.
Except I'm going to make the pin out of aluminum.
Yeah, right. I was out of stainless, so I made it out of aluminum. Yeah, so that barely fits. Like, everything's just tight, but we did it. Now, right now we make the pin to fit, so nominally 7/16 by 3/8. We left a little shelf so that it won't push through, because it looks like this was a peened pin.
Once again, just
barely incorporated. Where should this be?
About there.
Yeah, not gonna really be in too much trouble with that.
Yeah, so that is bent.
Yeah, that's sweet.
They left like the factory.
We're just congratulating ourselves on getting straight into that thing in the press. That center is not touching. Things actually running that true now. Pretty good. What we see now is at least what we do see is actually wear, and we're not trying to machine a kink out of the thing. We ran the tool over it, so we have a really nice, and you can see where we pushed on it with the press, right in the middle of the shiny spot there. And yeah, man, we got that back almost perfectly straight. That's 2 things we straightened. Straightened the rear axle too. Mm-hmm. Now we'll just kind of clean up the wear, and then we're going to make oversized bushings for it. Okay, let's see how the steering column is coming along. We mentioned that we figured out why that one was hammered out. Because that's the one that locks, or is the stop.
What, is there an upside down?
I don't know. It was just a guess.
There's probably an upside down just in the regards
You're just
to
in the wear, yeah. There we go.
So there's your...
Yeah, cool, hey? And now the total play is 0. That's, oop, and it's gone. That might need a little cleaning now. Right, well, it's time to reassemble the T steering column, and we've done some pretty fun repairs on it, I think. So I'll have a quick look, because I don't know how much of this I filmed, but it's all clean now anyway. So what we had is very badly worn steering shaft down at this end. So because it was had some really bad flat spots on it, what we've done is turned the whole thing down just barely enough, and then made a slightly oversized bushing here. So, or rather undersized, whatever. So that's scratch built from Agent 900 Machine Shop. Thanks, man. Saving the day so many times on this project. So that goes, this is where you would normally have a steering box, but on the Model T, it's literally just a bushing bolted to the frame. So, great. Here's the 3 planet gears. Sun gear is attached to the wheel, which makes no sense, I guess. Here's the little carrier. This is all the reduction is done here. Here's the planet carrier. So what we did is bored that guy out and made a pin that was 7/16 on the bottom and 3/8 on the top like these other guys. And then this pin, of course, protrudes through the bottom, and it runs, pin that pokes through runs in that little track there. It looks like at one point something's gone over center and it's been stuck over here, but really the groove is from there to there. So we've put that back together. All of this seems in good shape other than that little gouge there, but I'm going to kind of figure that's not going to be too big of a deal. The rest of these were in good shape. The only reason this one was hammered out at all is from the car being driven right lock to lock and then presumably held at full lock and then driven over some kind of bumpy surface, which has of course caused that pin to hammer against there and eventually get loose in here. That's why, because I couldn't figure out how these two were absolutely perfect and this one was just hammered right to death. Well, that's why, from being driven at full lock over rough terrain. Which is what you would do if you were picking rocks in a 20-year-old Model T that was worth nothing. It's actually going to take not very long to put all this back together, and then I've got to weld on the tab that advances the timing when I get to that point. We're going to very quickly reassemble this because there isn't much to see. All the work's already done. I think we'll start with this. This guy here rides in a bushing at the top. Because there's very little stress on this, it was all perfect. So that's just going back together untouched. And there we go. Oh, because it's upside down. There we go. That's better, see? And that's the full lock. Right there. That seems a lot better. Okay, we'll do a little... Nah. That's this one. then basically just pack this whole thing full of grease. So sun gear, nice little fine thread there. The idea is to turn this down till the sun gear is riding on the bottom there, and then there's a bearing surface here to take up the load in that direction here. So we want to make sure that's got nice and greasy, which it is. And here we go. Hey puppy, I can hear you. What's going on? Oh, it all worked well in rehearsal. Come on now. Oh, I see you there. There we go. Okay. I just took it apart and put it together a couple of times with the gears in different positions, and we got it way better. There's just, you can hear, there's just nothing there now. Nice and tight. The only looseness now is the little bit of play in these rivets maybe. I'm not too worried about that. That was, let's see, there's about a 1/8 of an inch there, and that was over 2 inches before, so nice. Next, or rather finally, is the bushing that mounts to the frame. And all we got to remember here is which end is the top. There. Okay, we had to cut. Oh, don't you just love it when stuff is just like. Unless, well, you still get it wrong because it could be this way. There we go. And that one just goes in there, and there we have it. Now I gotta weld the timing advance tab back on. That had been welded on at some time in the past. Presumably I don't know, this column might be from a different car. It seems to me that, oh, you know what, this had bushings jammed in it. They may have cut that off, slid this out, and then put bushings in there, but now that is 0 as well. Should be a pretty tight T. Guess that shouldn't be moving. There we go. Very nice. Okay. That can go back together now. So, I'll give this another tidy, lightly. Kyle already did it, so we'll just do it once more quickly. The planetary steering on the T, another one of my favorite parts. This car is just full of my favorite stuff. Weird stuff like that. Yeah, I love that bushing. Another superior save by Agent 900. Man, that was all pretty unusable, and now it's like new. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching the show this week. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did putting it together. If you like this kind of thing, please subscribe and hit the little bell thing. And please, if you are subscribed or think you've hit the little bell thing, please double check, as YouTube does seem to manage to turn that off on a lot of people. So thanks again. So bye from me and Frankers, and we'll see you guys very soon. Cheers. All right, boss. Thanks for coming over,
Yeah,
man.
man. See you soon.
Yeah.
Thanks for...
Very soon we'll be on the road, buddy.
Yeah, 100%.
Thanks for the help.
Yeah, anytime.
Enjoy the drive.
You know what a Honda teacher playing yet?
This is a regular contributor.
Same old shit.